Pastor Mark Biltz here from Shaddai Ministries. Thank you again so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and share. Also, please like this video, and we would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Again, we're talking about the life and adventures of Shaliach Shaul. He grew up in Turkey. Tarsus is in Turkey, and most of his travels was throughout Turkey and Greece. And today we're talking about Corinth in the yellow. You can see that in the far corner in yellow, Corinth. Now, what we have to do is tell Jill my battery's dying because this thing's not plugged in right. Okay. Something's not hooked up right. Okay, so as we're going here, what do we know about the Corinthians in particular? If you had to sum the Corinthians up, because you want to look at the big picture, when he's writing to the Corinthians, what we find about them is this: they are a bunch of babies. They're whining, they're crying. We want our milk. And babies can be cute, but when adults are acting like babies, it loses its cuteness. The cuteness kind of goes away. Well, that's the Corinthians. So you got to understand when you're reading it, who he's talking to. As a matter of fact, let's look at 1 Corinthians 3, verse 1 and 2. It says, "And I, brethren, cannot speak to you about spiritual things." Why? Because they're spiritually discerned and they're still babies. They haven't developed a nose like the Tower of Lebanon. He says, you're still carnal, even as babies in the Messiah. He says, I got to give you milk and not meat, because you were then unable to take it, and even now you're still not able, because you are still operating in the flesh. You're carnal. That's why they're babies. Remember, they were all Gentiles, okay? So he's working with newborn, literally born-again babies. He says, when there is envying and divisions among you, are you not still walking after the way of flesh, even as natural men? Isn't that amazing how that ties into the Torah portion this morning? Exactly. So let's jump to 1 Corinthians 6. This is where we're picking up in this chapter. How is it that if any one of you has a cause at law against another, he takes it before a Gentile judge and not before the saints? Is it not certain that the saints will be the judges of the world? If then the world will be judged by you, are you unable to give a decision about the littlest things? Is it not certain that we are to be judges even of angels? How much more then of the things of this life? Can you imagine judging how well your angel took care of you? Or just imagine the angels are going to be judged. Okay. Now, here, where does Paul get this thinking from? Why are you going to the Gentiles? He gets that from the Torah in Exodus 21:1, what they say when God is delivering the commandments on Mount Sinai. This is Exodus 19, 20, 21, 22. God says to Moses, now these are the laws which you are to put before them. Who is them? Them is not the non-Jews or Gentiles. The them that they put the laws before are going to be the judges of Israel who are Jewish. And so the point is this. He's saying, look, we need to, take care of ourselves. Don't you be taking this to a Gentile judge. Now, obviously, it's a different day we live in now. But do any of you know any judges that don't judge equally? They're lame judges.